Hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on the Koala Kraft Vanilla server. I am Casanis, and today we are actually going to tear down this shack that MK built. I know I feel bad about it. We're going to tear it down though, and we're going to build a tower here because look, this is an amazing view. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a tower here. It's going to be a huge guard tower overlooking this area, and it's not going to be where we're going to live, but it is going to be kind of a part of our hub, so we can easily get to this mine, for example. We're going to build the same thing. We're going to build inside of here, we're going to build our first nether portal on this world. We're going to build a nether portal over there as well, because that's a fair distance away, and I am starving to death every time I run back and forth between these two areas. So we're going to build a tower here, and then afterwards, once this guard tower is done, so it's guarding the wizard's flank, basically. It's got overlooking the water where it can protect the valley, which is over there, the hidden valley where the wizard actually lives. We are going to remove this and build a nice tower. So I'm not going to make you guys watch me tear it down, just a little bit here. I know MK made this for me on a stream, and it was really nice of her, and she actually built a little MK room, so whenever she came back, she'd have a place to stay. But what we're going to do is we're going to build a spot for her in the tower. Don't worry, everyone. So I'm going to shut off this video for now, tear the whole thing down, and come back once we're ready to start building. Okay, I'll talk to you all very soon. Okay, everyone, we are back, and the house is basically torn down, and I'd like to get it up again pretty quickly. Nothing's coming, so we should be relatively safe. I left the floor, and basically what I've decided we're going to do is we're going to build the tower here with this as our center point. I think that should be fine. And we are going to build it out. I want it to be big enough for the portal to fit, so that means it has to be a total of 5 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, and let's add 2 more onto the side. So let me see. We're going to use this as our flooring. 1, 2. Now, okay, how big does that make this? That makes it a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. Okay, and it's really actually quite easy to build a circular pattern. Let me show you exactly how you do it. So from your center, you're going to build out. I built out a total of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom, boom. And this way here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. And the same thing out the donkey way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more. 4, 6. Okay, we're getting rid of this donkey. He's not staying there much longer. Okay, so once you've got kind of a T pattern, so we've kind of got a, oh no, a dual get joined, I have to build this thing fast so I don't get stuck out here at night. Okay, so once you've got your kind of, it's a T pattern, so I've got an X pattern all the way along here like this. All you've got to do now is build out half of what you counted outwards. Sorry, just answering him back. T, nope. Just got on. Okay. Yeah, so once you come out 6, you divide that in half. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go it this way. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3. Me too. Cool. I don't know what the etiquette is. Once you're on here and you're recording, do you talk to them? I don't know. So we're going to build the same pattern. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now all of YouTube knows your plans. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Doing this fast. I don't know what the etiquette is. Do I talk to him? Do I not? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Same thing over here. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't really hate you guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Now all we gotta do is connect these up. So we're gonna go here. 1, 2. Connect this up. 1, 2. Connect this side up. 1, 2. That's actually fit perfectly. I'm pretty happy. 1, 2. Guess I had to make one mistake. 1, 2, right here. Bam. And that is actually going to give us our circle. So now if I dig this out, you're going to be able to see we've got ourselves a perfect circle for our tower base. Let me dig this out. I don't know if I have enough actual cobblestone to fill this all in, because I've been converting it all to brick. 1, 2, just fill it in like this. And this should be plenty of room for us to build a nice tower. Do I have more cobble? Come on. No cobble! Am I burning it? I'm burning it. I got 8 in here. Any cobble in here? No, no cobble anywhere. I'm going to have to go get some more cobble. But basically you can see that this is going to be a perfect circle, just like that. And that's going to be the base of our tower. We're going to build it upwards. I think I'm going to build a couple of different sections with a lookout on top. The portal's going to be down here. That's pretty much all it's going to be in the tower. The stairway's going to be up and down, I think, down to the mine for sure. But that's about it. And the rest of this is going to be just for show. I'll plop a flag on top, I think, as I've never tried a flag before. But let me go get some cobble, and I will be back after a bit. Talk to you all very soon. Okay, everybody, we are back, and I've collected the cobble, I filled in the area, and now we're just going to start building the tower. And once you've got that built, it's actually really quite simple to do. How am I going to build it? Am I going to build it up a little bit? I think the doors are probably going to go right here. But we'll worry about the doors in a minute. For now, we were just going to wrap around the area and see how much of this stuff we actually are going to need. I think I'm going to do it kind of a combo. I'm going to do a base like this of brick all the way around. Boom, boom. Just like that. So, I'm going to actually talk a little bit about myself right now, just because after I finished the animation that I posted, I gained a fair number of I gained a fair number of subscribers, and a lot of them don't know. A lot of you don't know anything about me, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself right now. I was until recently an animator. I worked in industry for quite a long time, a number of years. Before being an animator, I was an engineer, and I decided at one point that I didn't like engineering. I was actually doing a master's in computer science, and I just realized I don't really enjoy what I'm doing. And oh, I don't want those there. The master's in computer science was actually just making things worse. So ultimately, I left midway through. I never finished the master's. I left midway through, and I started to pursue animation. And it was kind of funny because the reason I discovered it in the first place was an optional course that I took in computer science. There was a new program that opened up in the school I was attending. I used to live in Montreal. I don't live there anymore. But in the school I was attending, there was a new program that opened up that was called CART, or computer. Anyway, it was computer. It was art using computer, or using I don't even know how to describe it, like scientific art, or it was like people built robots for art's sake rather than for doing anything. So one of the groups of people that I was working with built these flying blimps that just floated around the room, and they were controlled. Whenever they bumped anything, they would change directions, and it was kind of a really cool project because the balloons themselves were kind of painted really nice, and there was no reason for these things other than to look pretty, which was really awesome. Anyway, so I took an optional course in my computer science degree, in my master's, that was involved in this new program, this CART program, and I discovered 3D animation, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I was terrible at it when I first started, and there's no way to be good at it when you first start. But it takes a lot of practice. But once you've practiced enough, you start to become much better at it. And the awesome thing about it is like I said, I just basically fell in love with doing animation. And now I immediately, once I discovered that I loved it, I dropped out of the masters, and I don't have any wood. How do I not have any wood? Now I have a little tiny bit. Anyway, I dropped out of that master's, and I immediately started a full-time program in animation. So that's where I am now, and I've worked in the industry for several years. I've worked on several different with several different studios on different projects. I did some games. I've done some feature film. I've got a game that's coming out pretty soon. It was the most recent thing I did. And I say I was an animator, and that is true. I was an animator, and I shouldn't say I still am, because I'm doing it kind of on my own here from home. But my wife and I recently had twin girls, and because of the way things are where I live, twin girls cost an infinite amount of money. Especially put them in daycare. Daycare here where I live is going to cost $50,000 a year in order to just have them in daycare. $50,000 a year. And taxes in Canada, I live in Canada, taxes in Canada are immense. And because they are so high, maybe I'll put some stone stairs along here. Because they are so high, I have to earn something like $74,000 to $75,000 in order to break even if I put the girls in school. And that seemed a little bit outrageous to me. I didn't want to go to work every day to, at the end of the week, come home and have absolutely nothing to show for it. So I'm staying home. I'm staying home to take care of the girls, and I'm really, really excited about it. And it's allowing me to do animation, that kind of stuff. Like when I first discovered animation, like I was mentioning in school, it wasn't that I said, oh, I love animation and I'm going to become a millionaire doing it or anything like that. I switched careers. I left engineering because I really wanted to study what I loved, and being home with the girls hasn't changed that. It actually allows me to continue to do the work that I love without actually having to worry about what someone else wants me to do, which is kind of exciting. And like I said, I don't have to worry about earning $75,000. As an animator, you never, ever, ever have anything but contract work. It's very rare to get a full-time job. And any more of this stone? Oh yeah, I got lots. Let me use some of this. So the thing is, what was I saying? No, I forgot. Oh yeah, $75,000 for me to send the girls to school, and as a contract, if you're doing contracts only, that can be maybe difficult to hit. Maybe you can't actually do that much. So, I mean, I've never been without work since the day I started working. Since the day I started in animation, I have not been without work. So it's not likely that I wouldn't have been able to meet that $75,000, but you never know. You never know. And rather than take a chance, I'm just going to stay home and take care of these girls. I'm actually really looking forward to it. But as far as animation is... Oh, am I stuck here? I'm stuck on something. Can I shift around this? Can I back up and fall? Yeah. And can I get in here? No. Alright, let's just break a hole here. Yeah, so it's not like I was too worried about it, but for that much money, I'd rather just stay home and take care of these girls myself. There's not a lot of fathers that do it. It's kind of strange here for a man to do this. Oh crap. For a man to do this kind of stuff, and I'm going to be okay with that. I'm going to be perfectly okay. I've got you guys to make sure you're watching my work and make me feel like I'm actually producing for someone, which is really nice. Thank you. Yeah. Some of the jobs that I've had, like I mentioned before, I've worked on video games, I've worked on feature films, and I've worked... nice. I've worked on feature films, and I've worked on a lot of different television shows, a lot of different kids shows anyway. So some of the feature films I've worked on, I had a chance to work on one of the Harry Potter films, The Order of the Phoenix. I worked on that, and I wasn't actually working on any of the special effects or anything like that. I was, at that time, relatively new in my career, and I was working on the conversion from 2D, they shot the entire thing with one camera, to 3D. So if you actually saw the 3D version of the film, then you may have seen some of the stuff I did. May have, because 300 animators actually worked on it. It took a lot of people to convert it. So yeah, I worked on Harry Potter. I also worked on a movie called Sea Monsters of the Deep, or Monsters of the Deep. It was an IMAX film. It was kind of a mockumentary about dinosaurs. I also worked on Piranha 3D, which maybe some of you have seen. It was really aimed at 17-year-old boys, men I should say, 17-year-old people, males. And if you've ever seen it, you'll know exactly why. It was really quite shocking when I first came into the studio and they said, here's the movie you're working on, and it was starring a handful of B-movie actors. It was starring Elizabeth Shue, it was starring Ving Rhames, a bunch of them. And then the rest of the staff, the rest of the actors, were all porn stars. So they sat me down, they're like, here's the stuff you'll be working on, and they showed me the footage. And to be honest, I was completely shocked. I thought, you know, this has got to be some kind of strange joke. There's no way they're going to have me work on this stuff, and it was. But it was a fun movie, actually. It was a fun movie. And the most recent film I worked on was called Resident Evil. It was the latest Resident Evil film, which, again, quite enjoyable. I actually had a lot of fun working there with those people. It was a great studio. I really loved the people I was working with there. And that was the last contract I had before we had the children. And after we had the kids, I actually did a little bit of work from home while the girls were growing up. Or not growing up, while they were first born. They are only a few months old, so they haven't grown up at all yet. I had the opportunity to work on a few video games, and one that I recently worked on is just coming out. It's going to be out very soon. It is called Contrast, and it was made by Compulsion Studios. They are so cute. Kill them. Yeah, he's talking about the baby pigmen, which are around now, and baby zombies, which are terrible killers. Anyway, yeah, so I've had the chance to work on a few things at home, and it was fun. It was nice. It was a lot of hard work because I was taking care of the girls and trying to do a full-time job, which was very difficult. I'm just going to put these up here for now so I can see. So that's pretty much about me. Anyway, I think that I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera. It's going to be a fairly large tower. I think I'm going to build 2 sections like this with some stairway. I'm going to add possibly just a storage area down here that I can use for now, and the second level will be our portal, and that's gonna be about it. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go off camera right now, and I will be back later on to show you the completed tower and what this area is gonna look like. Okay, everyone, I shall talk to you all very soon. Okay, everyone, we are back, and our tower is complete, and I tried to make it look as medieval as I possibly could. I use a lot of brick, I use a lot of stone, I use a lot of cobble, and a lot of dark wood. So let's just go take a look up close. Up on top of it, I actually put a Canadian flag, or as close as I could get to a Canadian flag. I am from Canada, so that is my flag up there. We're going to run up these stairs. I built a set of steps that go all the way to the top and lead all the way down to the mine, so we don't have to go back and forth. And I used some white clay bricks in the side. I think I might have showed that earlier. But they came out pink, so I don't know. Inside, we got ourselves... I kept it really simple inside here. I don't think I'm going to do a whole lot inside here. This is only a temporary base. My donkey still lives in here, and that's because Mr. Donkey doesn't fit out the door. So he's going to stay in here for a little while until I decide I'm going to bust the door down. My room is in here, so I got a bed right there. That's where I'll respawn, because I've died a kabillion times on the server. This is going to be our nether portal right there, and this is, as promised, MK's room. She did build the original shack and had to get torn down, but this is where it's going to be, behind the nether portal, where the buzzing and humming will keep her awake all night. But it's at least semi-private, not right next to the front door. So she gets that room, and then all the way up to our tower. Up here is the tower with the Canadian flag flying proudly, and I'm going to fill this tower with netherrack once we've been to the nether, and I'm going to light it, so this is always going to be a beacon for a long way away. So, to end the episode, I'm going to head down one level here, and let me know what you guys thought of the tower. If you guys like it, let me know. I tried to make it look as medieval as I could. I hate if I misplace obsidian, so I'm going to take my time. There we go. next episode, I think we're going to go into the nether and find the stuff we need to do potion rooms, etc., etc. Yep, so let me light this up. Boom. There's our nether portal. Hopefully we're far enough away from everybody else that it's not gonna be end up right in their zone, and we're gonna have our own stuff to pick up. So anyway, if you guys liked the episode, make sure you let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the tower. If you thought it was medieval. If not, let me know that too. Thumbs up if you liked it, and if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe. Thank you very much, everybody. Have yourselves a great night.